Hello and welcome, my name is Reshi, I stream World of Warships on Twitch Monday to Friday, 8 hours a day. And today I'll be bringing you a video on a few tips that I frequently give out to new players who ask me for advice in stream. By no means the best player in the game, and I'm still relatively new to it, but I thought I'd share with you guys a list of information that I wish I knew when I just started out to make things a little bit easier for me. I'd also like to say there's been quite a few years since I produced any content for YouTube, so I'm a little bit rusty, but I'll try and keep this as concise and waffle-free as possible. In this video, I'll be going over commanders, mods, anti-air, following your shots, and premium ships, all a few things that should make things a little bit easier. Commanders are incredibly important in World of Warships. They take a very long time to level up, but the skills that they unlock could save your life, or take someone else's. Unfortunately, I found that many new players, including myself, did not know about the ability to move the commander from one ship to another within its same nation. This is part of the learning experience of the game, but the sooner you know this information, the more beneficial it will be to you. Typically speaking, I will use the same commander for every ship in the same tree, as I unlock more ships. For example, I will use the same Japanese destroyer commander all the way from my very first destroyer up until the shiny, newest ship in my fleet. To continue using a commander is pretty straightforward. When you purchase the latest ship, you simply purchase it without a commander by clicking on the drop-down box. Once you've done that, you can assign a commander from another ship. Just pick the previous ship and take the commander from there and continue. You'll be prompted with three options: free, credits, and doubloons. In my opinion, it's not worth paying either credits or doubloons for the training unless the commander has 10 or more points. The only effect that you will face is that the skills are half as effective until the commander has earned a specific amount of XP, which at lower levels is only a few matches usually. Mods in World of Warships range from purely cosmetic to incredibly useful. I personally use a mod launcher called ModStation to apply these mods. However, there are other ways of applying mods to your game out there. The eagle-eyed among you may have already noticed that my commanders have been changed out to anime characters, and some of my ships have skins on that are completely different to ones that you can find in-game. These cosmetic mods can only be seen by the person who applies the mod, but they can give you the ability to put an extra layer of customization to your game. I could break down the skin customization into three different categories, which would be reskins, where a skin is painted over the ship. The next level would be retextures, which makes the ship look different without moving too far away from the model of the ship itself. And then the final skin type would be a full remodel, which I personally do not like as it reshapes the ship and makes it much harder for you to hit in most cases. The next type of mods are much more useful. I personally use a few different mods that show me information such as how long smoke will last while I'm inside it, and another one which shows me how much my ship will heal for should I trigger my heal. Another very useful mod is one that shows you the angle at which another ship is facing you and shows your potential for getting a citadel hit, reducing your chance of a ricochet. The next two tips are much shorter and easier to go through. This tip is on prioritizing your anti-air in order to take out planes much quicker. Depending on your keybind, this is usually set to the O key or the tilde key. You point your camera in the direction of the planes. As soon as your anti-air starts firing, you press your keybind, which is O for me. This causes you to do instantaneous damage to the planes and increases your damage over time to them. If you hold the Alt key whilst this is active, you will then prioritize your guns even further. It is always best practice to try and do this whenever possible, as it will make you much more survivable against aircraft carriers. On the subject of anti-air, it is also worth noting that you can disable your anti-air using the P key, which is the default keybind, which is mainly useful for destroyers. I personally keep mine disabled until planes detect me. This is because your anti-air will start firing at a plane before it actually detects you, causing you to become detected as soon as you fire. Disabling it will keep you undetected for as long as possible and let you sneak into the enemy backline. Another short tip is pressing the Z key after firing either torpedoes or main battery shells. This will allow you to follow them to see how far you miss by so you can adjust your shots. After pressing the Z key, you can press C to cycle through the shots you fired. This is particularly useful for long-range shots and torpedoes. As we discussed in the first point, commanders are incredibly important to this game. Premium ships serve an important role as a ship that will allow you to make more money, and they also have a unique perk that allows you to transfer a commander to these ships without them having to be retrained. This means that you can transfer a commander to a premium ship to farm on, and then, once your commander has enough skill points, you can transfer it back. Just be aware that transferring a commander back from the premium ship will mean that the commander needs to be retrained. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video, it really does mean a lot to me. If you like what you watched, maybe consider subscribing, leave a comment, like it, whatever you want to do. It's awesome and it supports me quite a lot. If you have any feedback of any kind, let me know down in the comments. If you want to watch more of my stuff, I will be continuing to try and do some more World of Warships based content, maybe some other games on my YouTube channel. But I do stream World of Warships Monday to Friday, 9 till 5 UK time on twitch.tv/ReshUK. There'll be a link in the description so you can check that out if you really want to. But other than that, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video.